All right, we'll jump right into it. Today is November 15th, 2017. It's been a heck of a year. It's been really great to spend the time with you guys here on the webinar Wednesdays. So I'll be your host here, Jason, in case you don't know if this is your first time, and we're also joined by Patrick Brunelle and Gabriel, who will be there in behind the scenes to answer your questions in the chat window. And if this is your first time joining us, I always recommend also joining our LinkedIn Marketing Strategy Network. It's totally free to join. If you want to carry the conversation on from the webinar Wednesdays, you can go to brilliantdirectories.com/LinkedIn. You can join the group. You can ask additional questions related to marketing your website and other strategies to increase revenue, member signups, and things like that. And again, you can go to brilliantdirectories.com/LinkedIn. If we don't get to your questions in the webinar, that is a great place to start a discussion, and myself, Patrick, or other fellow Brilliant Directories users can help contribute and answer your questions. So the goal of Webinar Wednesday is to help you guys as much as possible, plain and simple. You can ask whatever questions you like. They could be related to marketing, generating leads, optimizing your SEO, publishing content, making money, asking questions about how things work. If it's a code-related question, I'll do my best to dive into the code with you. So pretty much anything is fair game here, and if we're unable to answer your questions, hopefully we could provide you with a resource to point you in the right direction. All right, and we have a contest of the week. This is a duplicate contest from last week's webinar. It worked out so well, but because we have so many new faces in this webinar, I wanted to give the new people a chance to take advantage of the contest of the week. All you have to do is like and leave a comment on our YouTube video. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/shoutout. You can leave a YouTube comment about your favorite Brilliant Directories feature, if there's something you like about the webinar Wednesday. Any feedback, we really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/shoutout, and you'll receive $50 added to your Brilliant Directories account, which you can then use towards any future purchases, such as training, add-ons, additional websites, and such. So if you go to that link, it should take you to this page, and it just takes a moment to load the comments, and you can leave a new comment below. And if you have left a comment but did not receive your $50 credit, just email events@brilliantdirectories.com and let us know your name that was used to leave the comment. It might be a name that we weren't able to cross-reference in our database. So if you left a comment but didn't get your $50 credit, just email events@brilliantdirectories.com. And if you could do so, we'd greatly appreciate it if you haven't done that yet. Deal of the week. We're going to do an early Black Friday deal. It's 50% off the VIP Add-ons Club. Most people are members of the VIP Add-ons Club. It's just a tremendous value add to your website project. When you have the VIP Add-ons Club on your site, you'll get currently 22 premium add-ons that we offer, and any add-ons in the future. You have access to our paid masterclass workshops for free. The regular price is $120 per month, but you can use the promo code CLUB50, and that will slam the price down to $60. If you're not familiar with the Add-ons Club, if you go to that link brilliantdirectories.com/VIP, it'll take you to a page. There's a video here with Patrick, and it tells you exactly what is included on your site with the VIP Add-ons Club. Tons of value here. And if you want to see what the specific add-ons include, you can just go to the add-ons link in the main menu of our site, and you can get more details about all the add-ons. And the add-ons club does include everything that you're seeing on this page here. This is just individual descriptions of what each of them do. You can click on one and it'll provide you with more details. Some of them have videos demonstrating how they work as well. So that'll be the deal of the week. And a super deal, Club 50, brilliantdirectories.com/VIP. All right, and this is a new format that we started just a couple webinar sessions ago, is the tip of the week. We'll choose a micro topic and we'll give our 2 cents on best practices, and then what we like to do is pass it over to you guys to share your website, and we can see how we can take advantage of these best practices and apply them to your website concept. So for this tip of the week, it's a pretty important topic, is how to design your pricing page or your membership packages for maximum conversions. And you might be interested in generating revenue. You might be interested in registering as many free members as possible. So we're going to cover both of those very briefly in this week's tip of the week. And before I dive into this, let me show you exactly what I'm referring to here. So if you go to a site, they generally have a registration page. There could be 2 packages or 3 packages or sometimes 20 packages. But when you're creating your membership packages, there's a few things that you want to keep in mind, especially if you're just starting your website. The first one is you want to keep your member packages simple. If you're taking days and nights to create your membership packages, you might already be going in the wrong direction, and you might be on a path to confusing potential members who are going to sign up. In my opinion, if you're just starting out, I like to not offer more than 3 packages or options. The more packages you create, the more time somebody needs to think, and the more time they think, they might start doubting their decision, and they might just forget the whole thing. So the easier you can make the decision for them to sign up, the higher the probability that they will convert into a sign up. And actually, this is a pretty good example here. I just chose it randomly. So this is our church website theme, and there's 2 packages. Are you going to join as a congregation member or a donating member, which is thing. So pretty simple. There isn't a long list of benefits, just some key items, and that's really kind of what the direction you want to go for. You also want to make it easy to distinguish the benefits between each plan. So when you're listing the benefits, try this one is kind of a good example, but not really. You want to make sure that it's clear why one of the plans is better than the other. So putting features side by side is good. This is an example of not side-by-side features. I would have put access to business directory here as well, and then on the next line I would have put list your business in the directory with another X here. So this is an example of where it's not lined up side by side, which I would have done so. Also, again, you want to keep the benefits short. Although there's over 100 settings you can configure for each membership level, you only need to point out the most important features on your pricing page. One thing that I see a lot of people falling into is they're not using motivational text, and they're not really using text that's going to make someone want to sign up. The text and the choice of words that they're using are very clinical and very technical, rather than focusing on benefits, they're focusing on features. And also remember, less is more. So you don't want 3 lines of text on each of these. It's hard for someone to absorb what they're looking at. And then what I like to do is, if you're going to have paid plans, your cost as far as someone listing in the directory is not much. The website's already online. I would make the most expensive plan that you offer simply irresistible. So if you have a free plan that you have very limited privileges, make the premium plan just unbelievably irresistible. Again, that goes into having simple packages, being able to distinguish the benefits between each plan. So traditional membership packages like these, they're great for all sites. In my opinion, I think they're better for more established brands or companies. Reason being is people probably understand your product already, and they just need to decide how they want to move forward with your service or your offering. Sites with stronger marketing teams, the reason I say that is when you have paid plans and 3 plans and whatnot, again, you need to make sure people understand the product, and part of that is the marketing. It's not just having a website online and people are going to sign up magically. So a marketing team that creates a compelling a reason for people to join your site, that's going to help with increasing the signups. Also, sites with lower price points. Obviously, if you have low price points, it's not a big investment for someone to pull the trigger on one of the paid plans. So, a setup like this with 2 or 3 options, maybe they're all paid plans and there's no free option, would work as well. If you have more expensive plans, let's say these were $1,000, $2,000 plans, that's perfectly fine also, because each industry is different. But if you do have higher plans, you probably want to have a sales team, because someone who's going to invest $500 or $1,000 or $2,500 into joining your site probably needs to talk to somebody on the phone. And then, Pat, I'm going to pass it over to you. For newer sites that are just getting started, we do have an alternate method for getting members to sign up to your site and eventually paying. Let's see if I can get Pat here.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to switch gears here to this slide. And what are we looking at here exactly, Pat?
All right, so this is a different approach to getting people signed up on your website. This is particularly new if you're new in your industry, if people haven't heard of you before, or if you don't have that sales team that Jason was referring to. The idea behind going this route, and we're going to show you some live examples, is that you're able to maximize sign up. The goal initially for a new website owner should be, how do I collect as many email addresses as possible? If you force someone to choose a plan and you're saying, is it going to be free, is it going to be paid, or even let them know that it's going to cost money, you're going to reduce the amount of conversions on your website. Another good use of this is if your ticket items are higher, if your pricing plans are higher, and you're definitely going to need to nurture them and explain the benefits, you'll also want to collect that email early. The reason being is that you explain in a clean way, this is what you get when you join us today, and you make the process as simple as clicking a button and them giving you their email address. Once you've collected the email information and they've created their free account, that is when you go to work. You have their contact information. You can optimize the email template that goes out to them when they signed up, and you can use other techniques to help upsell them into a higher membership tier. And I'd love to, if you want, Jason, I could show some live examples of this.
Yep, you've got it there.
All right, fantastic. So here's an example. We've gone over this before. So join our designer network. I click the button. It's very easy. I'm not telling people we have a free plan, a medium plan, a gold plan, an advertiser plan, a diamond plan. I'm just telling them, join our community, contribute today. And when they click, and I'm a big fan of actually streaming the most recent members below, because that inspires them. They see other people are also joining the directory, so that'll increase conversions as well. But when they click on this button, I don't like taking them to a menu with different options like Jason was showing. I'm a big fan of taking them straight to the form. So all they have to do is fill out this form and they have their account. What I recommend doing if you're going that route is go into the admin portal, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this right now. And we're going to go into the email template section. And we're going to see that I actually took some time and I customized the email template that's going out to the free members that are signing up. And I'm telling them, your free listing allows you to add content, you can add photos, you can add videos. So whatever content you're allowing your free members to start adding immediately, let them know in the email address so they can get to work and build out their profile. The more they use their profile, the easier it is going to be to upsell them into a paying membership tier. Then what I like to do is I like to set the expectation that someone is going to be calling them to explain the benefits of joining this exclusive community. I want to plant the seed that they're going to be receiving a phone call. The reality is, as you're getting started, getting on the phone, using the traditional means of actually building a relationship, getting to know the person that just signed up, and being able to offer them something that's tailor-made to what it is they're looking to do on your website is the best strategy, especially as you're starting out and you're really trying to generate those first sales. The first ones are always the hardest. Something else I wanted to show for the free members, a little bit of a bonus coverage here on this webinar, is a tool that's,
Pat, I want to
go
interrupt you
ahead.
just for a moment. You bring up a really good point about contacting the first members that are joining your site. And I know we have a blog article somewhere about, how to get your first 100 members signed up. What's also important about calling your members, even if you're not a salesperson, is they're going to provide you with feedback, and you can ask them questions about what they liked or didn't like about your website. So again, you're just starting out. You're not Facebook yet. You're not LinkedIn yet. You're not that big. So any piece of information or feedback you can get to make the experience better is critical. And you can get that information very quickly by just calling people when they sign up. They're going to be very happy to hear from you. They're going to feel like it's a concierge service. And again, you can help them make their profile the best that it can be on your website, because it's only going to benefit your website in general for the future. So good strategy there, Pat.
All right, thank you, Jason. Yeah, excellent feedback on that. And then what I also wanted to show is once they do sign up as a free member, I want to show you guys a tool that I think is heavily underutilized, and I'd be willing to bet that few people on this webinar are actually doing this. So once I'm logged in as a free member, there's multiple different instances where I'm prompted to upgrade my account. This is also a link that you can send to people in terms of an email campaign to get them to upgrade as well. But what you're going to see when I click on this link is you're going to see the different plans that I can upgrade to. And you might see something that you don't see on your website. And that is a description letting them know what plan they're currently on. And if you'll notice for the premium level, what I did is I wrote a little description letting them know what they're going to get on that premium membership level if they upgrade. This is one of the most important pages on your directory. This is your sales page. You're most likely going to sign up people for free, and this is really the opportunity to capture their attention now that they've added content and added their profile. This is your opportunity to really highlight what it is they're getting in these other tiers, more so than the traditional pricing menu that we were looking at earlier. So all of those best practices that Jason shared with you regarding what only show the important information, keep it simple, that all applies to this page as well. And I'm going to show you guys where you go to set this up and inside of the administrative panel. So when we log into the admin, we'll go to Finance, Manage Products. And there are two boxes in particular, and it's important understanding the difference between both, and it could be a little confusing. So we're going to take our time explaining this. This particular member, Summer, is a free member. She is on the interior design contributor level. If we look here, there is a description explaining what the free level is about. This is called the from. So we're going to look at that inside of the membership level. So if we open up Interior Design Contributor and we click on Edit, we're going to go to the Pricing tab, and here you'll see that I'm able to put a description from the free level. So this is what your free members will see on the upgrade page. The to description is a description that you'll show to somebody that's trying to upgrade to the free level. But of course, there is no upgrading to the free level. That's why that box is empty. But if we go back and we look at the premium level, and we click Edit, Pricing, and we look at the to upgrade description, you're going to see that the text that you're reading here is inside of this box right here. And one thing I love about it is you can put in some HTML code and it'll get respected on the front end of the website. So you can have links in there if you like and so forth. So you could say, hey, for more information, click here. For more information, click there. You can watch a video here. You can really personalize this experience for the end user and increase the likelihood they're going to upgrade. I didn't put anything in the featured level because I wanted you to see what it looks like by default. So this is what it looks like for everybody that launches a Brilliant Directories license. So going my route and going and getting them to sign up for free with that particular landing page, I think it is important if you do go in that direction, take some time, customize the email template that they get after signing up, optimize the upselling in there, set the expectation that they're going to be receiving a phone call, and take a lot of time on this upgrade page and really sell why it is they want to upgrade to the other membership tiers.
Super information. And Pat, we created an article in our community forum on how to create that landing page, right?
Yeah, so we have two links. Gabriel's going to be kind enough to share them with us right now. One of the links that we're sharing with everybody is a link inside of our community that's going to give you all of the code that you need for this landing page. So Gabriel just pasted that link inside of the chat. Also in that article is including information on how to add the code inside of a widget. So it has all of the information you need to set this up on your directory website. Also, the last webinar, we also promised the code here, and people emailed in when we were able to send that out. But if you missed the last webinar and you want to get the code for our Get Match landing page, we also added that code in a snippet in another article inside of our community documentation. And Gabriel's also going to be sending that link. So everybody on this webinar, you can copy those two links that are pasted in the chat and copy the code and follow the instructions to set up these pages easily on your websites.
Yeah, at best you have to just create a new widget and then enter the actual text that's going to be specific to your website. So you're just switching out the text basically.
Correct.
And maybe the smiley guy here.
And maybe the smiley guy. I like the smiley guy.
Awesome. So what we'd like to do now is I'm gonna pass the controls back to myself, Pat. What we would like to do is for you guys to share your websites, and let's review your membership levels and maybe the process you're using to convert people into signups, and see if we can provide any suggestions. So if you want to, what I'll do is I'll lower everyone's hands right now. If you want to use the raise your hand feature, we can actually take a look at your website. We'll take a live look and we can share some ideas on how you can maybe use some of these strategies on your own site. All right, let's see here. Jarvis?
Yes, Jason?
How are you? Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, of course you did correct. Thank you.
Great. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. It's in East Africa.
Okay, very good, very good. And what's your website that we can take a look at together?
Afya, Afya directory.com.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, and what type of directory is this?
It's directly for it deals with health, doctors, and medical institutions.
Okay, I see you've kept the main menu pretty simple, and I see you have some buttons here. You've customized and added these yourself.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and so who's joining your site? Is it the doctors that are joining, or the nurses? Who's exactly joining the site?
It's doctors and medical clinics that are in Tanzania actually. So mainly doctors and medical clinics.
Okay. I see you've also, I haven't seen this before, I see you've created a custom page where people can register.
Yes, I was trying to get rid of this stage because I wanted just people to go straight to the create account page, same way as Patrick explained, but I couldn't change the link on get listed today there. So that's why I had to customize that.
Okay, let me help you out here.
Yes.
So let's get this going to where you want it. So we want to go to the toolbox main menu. I like the subtle changes you've done on your site. They're very nice.
Thank you.
And let's do this. Let's say medical professionals.
Yes.
And then maybe join our network. I like maybe join our network. And then what you want to do, so this is going to the join page. So this is the title in the top there. This is the link that it goes to. So for you, you want to go to checkout 3. I'm assuming that's your free sign up page. So if you guys are wondering, for those of you watching, if you're wondering, how do I link to my checkout page? How do I link to my free sign up page? If you go to your manage products, each of your products has a sign-up page, and you can, depending on your browser, you can right-click and just copy the link, and then you can use it in places like this. So in this case, it's checkout 3. Checkout 3, also the number 3 refers to the ID of the product. So you see all the products have IDs, product 4, product 3, product ID 2. So if you're wondering how to create links, you just want to do /checkout / the ID of the product. So let's save those changes. And let's see how that fits on the page. It might be a little too long, we'll see. Oh, I like that it goes to 2 lines actually, because it's a little too long for this line. Medical professionals with an S. And how have you been marketing the site so far?
So far, I have some guys going rotating to different clinics and medical associations. They are talking to them as my sales persons. So that's the only way I've been doing, and also I have some marketing campaigns in social networks like Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, very good. Do you want us to recommend anything else, or are you good with this link up here?
Yes, you can recommend something else.
Patrick, what recommendations would you have for a site like this? This is very reminiscent of fine medical tourism, in my opinion.
Yeah, what I would like to have is a clearer message in terms of what the website's about. I know it says top-rated doctors, but you're not speaking to the website visitor. Probably I'd really want to work on the messaging so that if I'm new to your website and have never visited before, I can instantly understand what you're expecting me to do and what kind of information I can find.
Okay.
What is the location? Your Tanzania is what you're targeting?
Yes, I'm targeting Tanzania.
Okay, Tanzania. Okay, it's fine.
Yes.
So let me just quickly update this. We do this a lot in the webinars. It's clearly updating the messaging. So if we refresh this now, find trusted medical professionals in Tanzania. You can work on the design a bit more here with playing with the fonts and whatnot, font sizes. But now, as Patrick said, it's a little more clear what this directory is, because I didn't know what Afya directory is, or the purpose. So I would cultivate a bit more on focusing what the purpose of your website is. Maybe in your main menu, I would have a link that says our mission and goal, because it sounds like you have a good mission here. You want to connect people with trusted medical professionals. So I would create a page that talks about your mission and goal here.
Thanks. I think I will do that. It sounds like a good idea.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for sharing your site with us.
Thank you so much, Jason. You've been very helpful today.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Good simple example there. We didn't do too much there, but again, a lot of it comes down to messaging and how you're directing your visitors on your site. All right, Greg, I've unmuted your microphone. You there with us, Greg?
Yes, I am.
How you doing?
Good. I'm a little bit nervous for you guys scrutinizing the site, but it definitely needs any help. So
that's okay. What's your site name?
It's localcatholicbusiness.com.
Okay. And who's the target member that you're trying to register or sign up?
Primarily Catholic businesses.
Okay, Catholic-owned businesses.
Local area, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Okay, very good. Okay, so let's check it out here, localcatholicbusiness.com. So right off the bat, I do like personally using more of a horizontal logo, like if the text was on the side of the icon. And let me see, because it does save a lot of space. There's a lot of white space here. And then people with smaller monitors, they might just see like up to the main menu. They might not even see this part here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to your membership levels here. So your goal is to register the businesses, right?
Correct. And one thing I like from that last gentleman who you displayed his site is where you see get listed to get today on the upper right.
Right.
I like how that was displayed below.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can usually when the button is a little longer, it'll go up to this line, like right to the where the select language is. It'll automatically go to the next line. Let's take a look at your membership levels. Okay.
This breaks a lot of the principles you guys just were talking about.
Right. Yeah, because when you have plans like this is a really good example. It takes a lot of explaining to explain to someone what the benefits are. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but again, the more time it takes for someone to figure out which plan is right for them, the chances are they probably won't sign up in the end. The probability starts working against you.
And right now, when I'm confronted with this, I like to ask myself, in the shoes of a local Catholic business owner, what could you tell me that would make me want to go through the steps of even signing up on the website? I think it would be really important, even if it's not, maybe 100% true initially, you can work towards it becoming more and more. You can really leverage the fact that they're going to have access to a network of consumers that care about supporting Catholic businesses. To me, that's the message you want to give to business owners is there's a lot of people out there that we can reach out to and help promote your business that want to support your business, but you need to join our network in order for that to happen. That might be a good message to relay to them, to explain what the mission is of your website. You probably see much higher conversion because they're not going to have to try to understand. I don't think you need to sell them yet on the idea of you can post coupons and you can post events and you can post classifieds or whatever features you're deciding to open up to them. I don't think the typical business owner is going to try to understand what they can do on your website. I think they're just going to like the exposure aspect of it, that they have a bigger reach and that you'll be promoting their business to your I want to say your faithful visitors. but yeah, I think that might be one good approach.
And one thing you mentioned, which does intrigue me and makes actually more sense, is using that join the community approach, getting them to sign up as such, and from there, not trying to sell, maybe not even displaying the membership options, doing that in person first.
Yep, that's
correct. If you could have somebody, if you can get someone to sign up, add their profile, it's the little wins that give you a sign on who's worth calling. If they uploaded a profile photo, that's a great opportunity to give them a call and to welcome them and say, hey, I see you uploaded your profile photo. Just wanted to see if you had any questions about creating a profile. Does your local business offer any local deals or have any events or whatever feature you're opening up to your members? You ask them if they do those things, and if they say yes, you could tell them, hey, I'd be happy to show you via join me link right now if you want me to walk you through it, or we can schedule a time to go over how to take advantage of your profile. And as you're building that relationship with them, as we're all business owners here on this webinar, most of us, and we can all relate to a business owner not being too sure what to do to promote their business. So the same way that you're trying to figure out how to promote your online business, your members are looking for somebody to guide them in the right direction. So as soon as you can leverage yourself as being a marketing expert, somebody that's helpful and helps promote their content and special offers, the higher the probability goes that they're going to be willing to purchase one of your premium plans because they're going to see that they're going to have you on their team at that point.
I see. One other thing I'm struggling is the real estate on the home page. Trying, perhaps not, I don't know if I'm displaying too much or whatnot. Right now, I have a few, I'm calling them ambassadors, like founding members that I'm featuring. Just really trying to get robust content. So before I start moving to a consumer focus, that I've got robust representation under the major categories. I'm trying to make this site attractive to a business owner where they see and they're like, oh, I've got this exposure on the homepage, but now I'm thinking I may have too much. and the category, I'm sorry.
No, that is
Looking,
go ahead, Pat. Go.
I was gonna say, I do like that you're taking the time to give it. We spent a lot of time on that, making a visitor feel like you've been around, that it is filled with content. I do like that you have a lot of recent members on there. It makes me feel like it's a real business and it is a real network, and I want to sign up. The couple of small details at the homepage. I do think the mini nav at the top has too many call to actions, and it has the Google Translate tool. I'd probably look to simplify that so you can really focus on one clear call to action you'd like to drive your members towards. And
Okay.
then in the hero divider, you have excellent call to actions with no button to click on them. So register. Okay, I want to register. How do I register? Or search. Yeah, I'd love to search. How do I search? And when you go into mobile view on the Brilliant Directories platform, you're going to see that those three icons take up insanely important real estate on a mobile phone. They have to click and read through those three icons to get to the rest of the content. So I really try to make those three hero divider call to actions as engaging as possible. So Jason's going to show everyone right here where he went is in the design settings. There's a place for you to put a button and then a URL. So register free, or register today, or register now, or add your business, advertise with us. You can make those the call to action buttons and link to the pages you want them to. And now that real estate that you have on your homepage is actually going to help drive traffic to those pages. It's a very good educational tool. And so I'll wait for Jason to show everybody what that looks like, so we can see the difference between the two, and then I'll give you my last piece of feedback that I'm seeing on the homepage.
So what I'll do is I'll leave this third spot without a link so we can compare the differences. I'm going to link to the search results page here. This is the hero divider. This is the 3 pages. What I've also done is I'm going to remove the Google Translate, if that's okay with you. And then also because you're focusing on Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas, I was going to say get rid of the location input for now and just focus on the keyword so people can search by category. But I guess we can keep that the way it is right now. So let me revert that back. It's also a great place to put a banner to join your site. So instead of putting a search there. So let me just save these changes. Other criticism just here besides, I mean, I think this was a good example of, it's not horrible, it's just, it can start, imagine if someone had 8 plans and then they had 4 more plans on the next line like this. I've seen it before. That's the kind of stuff that you want to kind of try to stay away from. So let's refresh the home page. I've seen people with 16 plans. So you can see here now that there's a button here. It says search now. Again, just very simple. Maybe you want to make sure that the promotional text is 2 lines each rather than, or 1 line each. And then you can see how this one doesn't have a button here. So let me do this. Let me send people to the how it works page there, just so it's complete. Pick up the link there and say how it works. Let me, oops, finicky there. I was going to say, it's free, register your business. And this is going to checkout 10. You saw how I did that? That's going to take people directly to the checkout page from your home page. So they're going to want to register. Now, if you can just make a compelling reason for them to register, you'll get more free signups, and as Pat said, then that's when your time to go to work. So here's it with the 3 buttons, and then on mobile view, let me get rid of this sidebar here. If we're looking at this on a mobile device, you now have a call to action under each one of them, rather than, so when someone's scrolling, they can see search now, register free, and how it works as well. One thing I like doing on the add a coupon, if you have content you're trying to promote, like I saw that you're promoting coupons, classifieds. I've seen some people use these 3 buttons as
educating people what they can do. So add a classified, add a coupon, add a property. And when they click on it, it takes them to the screen and lets them know that they have to be logged in order to add that, to access that page. So it's one way of promoting the content, or you can have them all go to a landing page that educates them on, you can add classifieds on our website. You can add coupons on our website. Put yourself in the shoes of your consumer. They don't understand what they can do on your site. So those three, that hero divider, how I've seen it best utilized is walking people through the type of content that they can add. And once they understand, they can add a classified, they can add a deal, they can add an event, they can promote their local they can promote their local event. Then at that point, conversions go up because they see the value of joining.
And one final thing here is you don't want to cover people's faces with your text. It just doesn't, and we have a brown on brown, so it's hard to read this. If you look at our demo example, the subject of the photo is on the right-hand side, or it could be the left-hand side, but then the left side of the screen is left kind of blurry, or it's not the subject, or some type of background. You can see here with the dog, he's on some type of park or bridge. That's kind of what you want to go for with the homepage image. I see it many times. This is a perfect example. So it's a lady in front of her shop, construction worker at the job site. And again, if you're going to go with a search on the homepage, that's the better type of photo that you want to use. All right.
And Greg, are you familiar with how to add? I see you're streaming your top level categories, but they're all empty icons. Are you familiar with how to add an image to that streaming widget so that it adds a lot of color and visuals to your website?
Yeah, it's something I just haven't done as of yet. But yeah, I know if you go into the category section, it has that area where you can add a URL link. And I think what I'm going to do is move my featured members or featured member over to represent each category, and then have this really specific to all the brand new members up top.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your site with us, Greg.
Thank you. I appreciate the feedback.
Sure thing. Nice suggestions there. All right. Good stuff there on how to kind of create a better flow and better navigation on how people register to your site. Thanks for sharing your site, guys. And what we'll do is we'll switch it back over to an open Q&A discussion. We can answer any questions at all that you have about your Brilliant Directories website. Maybe you are stuck on trying to figure out how to do something, or you're trying to accomplish something that doesn't seem it has a setting, or you just have a general question on how to market your site. What you can do is you can use the raise your hand feature, or you can chat in your questions, and we will go ahead and unmute your mic, and we'll do the best that we can to assist you.
Jason, I do have some people asking in the chat about the latest update for the call to actions, such as post to job, post to classified. They're just asking if that's been released or if there's a release date coming up soon regarding that new feature. Maybe we can catch everyone up on that cool new update.
Yeah, so we were going to send this in our November newsletter. There's actually two updates. Let me show you guys. One of them is in the homepage layout. Obviously, Greg is familiar with the homepage section order. This is where you can choose to render or display certain things on your homepage. And with the homepage streaming section order, we've updated these section order options. So this used to be a bunch of open fields. Now they're each in their own little toggle box. So it's a little bit easier to edit some of the options that are available that correspond to the streaming widgets, like the title to show above the widget, the content that you're streaming. More importantly, and I think is more exciting, we always had a streaming homepage widget where you can stream your articles with a sidebar or your blog articles with a sidebar. Let me show you what that looks like. Let me go to our here, this church demo has it. And if you scroll down here, some of you may be streaming articles on your homepage or some other type of content, and you have a sidebar here. So up until now, it was always the post search results sidebar. But with this update, you have a few options. One is, and I'll close this one here, you can choose no sidebar. You can now choose the sidebar you want to show there. So you can create your own sidebar, and it could be unique as your homepage sidebar with all the widgets and modules or banner ads that you want in there. So that's really cool. Number two that's new is you can align the sidebar right, or you can align the sidebar left. So this sidebar here could be on the left side of the articles. And lastly, if you choose no sidebar, then the content will just go full width across the screen. So it just depends on what kind of aesthetic you're looking for, but now you'll have more control with where the sidebar is positioned with these types of streaming widgets for your homepage. What I really like is you can now choose the sidebar that you want on the homepage. What Pat is referring to is, and let me go to an example here. So we did have an update. Let me log in. This is our demo site here. Let me log in as a member. And also let me open the managed products here. So let me log in as, for example, Jennifer Cook, who's a premium member. So normally when a member logs in, they're taken to a page that you specify. Generally, it's their dashboard, and Jennifer can see, her account details and some of these action links. What we've created now, Jennifer is a premium member, so let me edit the premium membership level. There is a new option that you can enable under additional settings for your different membership levels, and it's called Show Ad Content in Dashboard. And what this does is Jennifer has the ability to publish content such as articles, audio files, classifieds, coupons. So she's got the whole shebang, Jennifer. When that setting is enabled and set to yes, if I refresh the page, you can see now she has a section at the top when she logs in to add content. She's prompted to start contributing content to the website. And it's the same things that she can do here. So videos, properties. The benefit of this is when members are using their mobile phones or tablets or other devices, when they're on mobile view now and they log in, one of the first things they're asked to do is to add content. They can always toggle their menu here, but for them to toggle their menu and then want to add an article, that takes 1, 2, 3 clicks. So now she can add an article in just 1 click. So I'll just click on Add Audio File as an example. And now she can add an audio file. So that's the update there, and that setting is when you're editing a membership level, additional settings, and it's this one here, Show Ad Content in Dashboard. I think everyone would want to enable that to yes. Does that cover it, Pat?
That's awesome. Thank you, Jason.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, that's a super update there. All right, let's pass it over to the questions we have here. Got a lot of hands up now. Karen, Karen, I've unmuted your microphone.
Thank you.
How you doing, Karen?
So I'm awesome. How's everybody doing today?
Good, good. Thanks. Where are you calling in from?
London, Ontario, Canada.
Okay, great. And what's your question for us today?
My question is it possible to have like a single purchase that doesn't include membership?
Yes.
So because it's still not working on my site, and I'm just curious if there's a way to do it that won't even have the word membership in it.
Yeah, what's your site? We can take a look at that.
CanadaGirlsNightOut.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were at the webinar with us last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's still not working. It says it's JavaScript here when my people when they're members and they try to sign up for events. So I'm getting all these e-transfers.
So let's see here.
We thought we had fixed it. So I thought maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Okay, let's check it out. So which product is the one for the event?
So these are all products. So ugly sweaters, soiree tickets. So these are just $5 tickets people are paying for. And this one here, the Toronto GTA ugly sweater soiree vendor sign up.
Okay.
They haven't been able to do it, so I end up getting e-transfers.
I see. So let's see. So this one is $5 per year, the ugly sweater, or should that be a one-time?
It's a one-time fee. So
Okay.
I didn't know how to change it from year to one-time fee.
So you would edit that, and you want to go to pricing. You can just leave
Right.
the yearly empty, and the one-time just set that to 5.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's check out the page here.
Because everybody's having an issue with it. So
And what's your payment gateway that you're using?
Stripe. So
Stripe.
if they already have a membership, right, and they start trying to purchase for events, it's giving them a JavaScript error.
Okay, for that one, can you create a support ticket?
Yes, they will.
The reason, just explain to them what's happening. It should work. The reason is I'm not too familiar with why the JavaScript error would be coming from the gateway, but the support team.
Jason, I think the issue she's referring to is the fact that if you're logged in as a member, she's trying to have them create another account, so to speak, except she's calling that account an event, but they're already logged in as a member. So that's not really what it's intended for. It's intended to sell to the public that want to buy event tickets, not for logged in members that are trying to buy tickets because they already have the account. That's gonna cause conflict.
Yeah, that's part of it. But the other part of it is some of them are members and they pay for table space. So let's say they're a member, they're doing the Ugly Soiree event in Toronto. It's $50 a table. So they go in to sign up for a table, but they're already members. It causes a conflict.
Exactly. The only thing what you'd want to do at that point is you'd have to manually bill them, I believe, in order to make that work.
So that'll be
Jason,
customization.
do you believe that a logged in member should be able to purchase a product, or is that just really best for support tickets?
That's what I want, a logged in member to be able to purchase a product.
I think also, I remember last time we removed the thing where if the email is already registered, it doesn't show an error. I think this setting needs to be enabled. Same email accounts in the advanced settings. Allow duplicate.
Oh, okay.
So that will allow duplicate emails to make purchases multiple times through the checkout process.
So that might have been it. Okay.
That might have been it. If you
But it will create another account for that member. So that purchasing a product will create an account. So if you're trying to sell an existing member table space, I would recommend manually billing that member so that they can go log in and see their invoices and see all of their purchases rather than sending them to an external link to make the purchase. And that would essentially be creating a new user ID in the system.
It does, you're right.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know if it was possible to, like, give an example, even though we don't do it. Let's say I sold a t-shirt, but they're not getting a membership, right? So we sold Canada Girls Night Out t-shirt. There's no way to be able to do this on this site right now.
Now,
is that correct?
Pat, doesn't the customization experts have a shopping cart plugin for Brilliant Directories?
Yes, I believe they have a few where you're able to do that. There's a couple of options that you have in terms of that. You can just embed your own shopping cart.
Right.
That if it's your store and no one else is selling except for you to your members,
right,
you can just embed a shopping cart from any shopping cart software out there.
Yeah, I've already purchased the Stripe shopping cart. I had to purchase it, right? So, and it's sitting on my computer, but I didn't know if I would be able to do, like, implement it.
Yeah, so when you're going to want to integrate with a shopping cart is when you want your members to add products to your store and you collect on their behalf. That's when you want to integrate with a shopping cart. If you are the shopping cart, you are the store, and no one is selling except for you, it's a much simpler solution because you can just sign up for your own shopping cart, have the billing handled by them, the reporting by them, and embed a code on your website and take them to add it as a subdomain to your existing domain, launch it as a separate entity. Those are two different options. It just depends.
So I can do that with customization by, creating a ticket and paying for it, correct? If I need help with it.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to ruin anything, so I thought I better ask.
Yeah, the best place to do that is in the marketplace. So you can go to marketplace.brilliantdirectories.com, and
Right.
you can actually you can find developers, you can read reviews, and you can see, you can get quotes from people. Just maybe someone has done this for someone else, and it might be really easy for them to execute it for you.
Okay, Gabriel doesn't do that then, because I've hired him before.
That would be for like general.
General?
Yeah, general
Okay.
things like configuring things that are existing features. But if we're for creating a new like type of experience or functionality, that's when the marketplace would come in handy.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right, billing question there from Karen. Good stuff. Wish I had better answers, but sometimes that's not the case. All right, let's see who's got their hands up here. All right, we got Blair. Blair, I've unmuted your microphone.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great, thank you.
Awesome.
I just saw, I guess Gabriel just let me know that the Facebook login is now available, and he gave me a link to an article you wrote about setting up a developer account on Facebook to have this initiated. Is that something you want to walk us through? Do you think it'd be beneficial?
I haven't done it myself to set up the account. Let me look at the steps for you. So yeah, that's a good point. Let me show everyone what you're referring to. A new add-on that was released, it's highly anticipated, was the social login, and this allows people to register and log in using their Facebook or Google account. But for this to work, it does require a couple things. One is an SSL certificate on your site. If you're part of the VIP Add-ons Club, you have one. But Google and Facebook do require the site to be secure. So you do need to have an SSL certificate. And then you have to just register a Google and Facebook account so that you're basically making a developer account and letting them know that you're going to be using this on your specific domain name. So we do, if you go to the add-ons page, there are links here where you can learn more.
Okay.
And what Blair was referring to is to walk you through this process. We're actually thinking about creating a video for this. It looks a little complicated, but if you follow it step by step, it should be smooth sailing for you. So you're seeing all sorts of settings to enable and where to copy and paste things. It's just a one-time thing that Facebook and Google require you to do. Probably takes about, I'd say, 10 minutes to set this up. And then this is where it says enter your domain here towards the final steps. So the reason there's so many steps is we really went step by step so anyone can follow along with it. But if you do it in real time, it should just take a few minutes to complete this.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I was just wondering about the Google, but I saw that we need to do that there too. So that's perfect.
Yeah, it's just one hurdle they put in place to make sure that everything is authenticated and secured properly, because they're going to be handling because Facebook and Google are going to be basically talking to your website. Everything needs to be, that the handshake needs to be secure between the two platforms.
Got it. Okay, great. Thank you. If I have any issues, I'll just go to support. But
yeah, the support team will be happy to help you this, especially because it's a new add-on. We want to see if there's any hurdles that we need to or hiccups that we need to fix.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks, Jason.
Sure thing. Thanks, Blair. All right, good question there about an add-on. All right, Kathy. Kathy, I've unmuted your microphone.
Hey guys, I have. It might be a simple question and it might be more complex. So I don't know. You'll have to tell me. What I'm trying to do is see if there's a way that I can just redirect after the sign-up page that they go to another URL.
What's the name of your site?
You can do it on this one. It's the eliteweddingguide.com.
Okay, let's check it out.
They're all the same.
There are some ways to accomplish that. All right, so let's go to let me look at your products first, manage products. And so which one is the one that you'd like to redirect people? Which one is the one people are signing up to and then you would like them to be redirected?
It's the one that just says member.
Okay, let's go to the sign up page here.
Those other ones aren't published.
And what's the page you would like people to go to after that?
It's actually a specific URL, but I can give you this.
Okay. Is it in the welcome email that they get?
No, I haven't updated it yet. I'm using Kajabi.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
yeah,
it's really
Kajabi is fantastic for if you have courses, if you're promoting courses. So what you can do here is, let me edit your member level. There is redirect page after login.
Oh, I knew it was like simple. I was like, it's either there or it's not.
So you can go to here. Let me just put it like the Brilliant Directories just as a test. Let's put the full URL in here.
Well, I mean, I've got the URL that.
Okay. Well, we'll revert it. Yeah,
I got you.
Just to test.
I got you.
So let's just save that and see if that works. If this doesn't work, there are other things that you can do also.
Except for that one's a paid member, but.
This one is? Oh.
Yeah.
Can I temporarily just set it to free for just a moment?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me set it to a free member. And then let me go to the sign up page. Okay. And let's register events at Okay, I see what's happening. If you look at the URL down there in the bottom left of my screen, I don't know how clear it is.
I see it. It
is. There's a small modification that needs to be made, but it can work. This is going to take us to Elite Wedding Guide, but it's attempting to take us to Brilliant Directories. So what you can do is, let me help you with that.
Well, it's like we want them to set up their profile. So I get it. It was just an option because a lot of people will sign up that maybe aren't as technical. And when they go to sign up, they don't really know what they're doing. So we have like a real quick set up your profile training. You know what I mean?
But
then there's a lot of people that will go in and fill out their training. Does that make sense?
What you can do is you could, let me get rid of this here. You could just bring people into the dashboard here, and you can say like need help setting up your profile and link them to the Kajabi courses.
Like you're saying add a button to the dashboard?
Exactly. Add a button to the dashboard where it says need help doing your finishing your profile.
Okay, where would you go to edit the dashboard? Maybe that'll be a good question.
Okay. So what you can do is we'll use the show widgets again, and member dashboard is here, and we'll customize this one. And let me revert your membership level also back to what it was, paid, and also let me get rid of the redirect. And I'm going to make it really clear where you can put a button here. So this is the your listing is, and then let me make it really clear where this would go for you. And let me just put some text here as a start. And just a moment.
And that was the member dashboard widget?
Yes, I'll show you one more time after I save this here.
I did not know we could customize that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people kind of totally redesigned the dashboard. They even get rid of this stuff and put their own modules and links based on the membership level or other products they're trying to promote as well.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Let me refresh the cache here, and let's see if we get a button here. Just a moment, and I'm going to add one more thing. So the name of the widget is Bootstrap Theme Account Member Dashboard, and you can do a Control F here. Just search for the word need, and it'll bring you to where I wrote need help completing this profile. And I'll add an HR here. All right, let's go.
So that's really cool that we can do that, customize the dashboard. That's fun.
Oh, yeah, it is really nice. I need to add.
I was going to tell you on that Facebook Google setup process. I had a blast. I mean, that it was setting it up was really, really easy.
Oh, great to hear.
Once we figured out, and if this will help anybody out, is that if you already have an existing member that has a Facebook and a Google, or they're wanting to log in using their Facebook and Google, they have to log in first with their old login and password and then connect it. So if I could give anybody a tip on that.
So what are you saying exactly? When someone's setting?
Like scroll down that dashboard.
Okay.
How you're logged in as a member.
Yes.
Okay, so if they're an older member, and it took a while for us to figure this out. If they're an older member and they're trying to log in with their Facebook and Google right away,
it won't work.
It won't work. And you know, if everybody follows the instructions and it doesn't work, the reason why is because the member has to log in with their original login and password and then select which one of those they want to log in with.
Right. If you're an existing member, first you need to log in, sync the Facebook account so it knows what Facebook login to associate to your membership level, and then you'll be able to do that moving forward. For new members, it won't be a problem. They'll just be
new members. Yeah, absolutely no problem. But we had a lot of other members that were trying to log in that way, and we figured out what was wrong. So just if that helps anybody.
No, that's good to know. I can see it. Maybe put a message there while it's new as well, to kind of let people know that this is a new feature of the site. So you have this button here now, need help completing your profile. Or let me do something better, and then you can put the URL, get help completing your profile, and then I'll do this. Perfect. So you'll have this button here on the dashboard, and I don't think there's any harm keeping this here.
No, I can fix it. I mean, that's cool.
So it's on line 279 of the widget Bootstrap theme, and you just put, it's going to say enter full URL here, and I'm also going to make it open in a new tab so people are not taken away from your site. And
that's great.
You should be good to go.
Yeah, that's just going to stop. I mean, we always do a welcome call when they sign up and show them where everything is, but I was like, then I get some people that'll just go in, set up their profile, they're done. You know what I mean? They'll say this was the easiest thing. And then we want to get them going on the courses because that's our upsell, you know?
Right.
But that's cool.
Perfect. And so this is your registration page here. You're showing.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna kind of take away that top part and put your joint, the one you showed us today, there.
Gotcha. Okay. Great. Well, yeah, it sounds like you're calling your members when they sign up, so that's really good.
Oh yeah, it's too complicated not to, because we've got so many guides and it's a membership. So no, and I do recommend it. I mean, I have 2 girls, and what happens is when the member signs up, you know, we tell them in the email, hey, you're going to get a welcome call. This isn't a sales call. We're not trying to do anything crazy. We just want to make sure you know how to access your member tools, you know, and because we do a lot for our members when they sign up, and it can get a little confusing, but even if it's not, once they sign up, it's like, boom, they're done.
Awesome. All right. Well, you got the button there. You can put the link and you should be good to go.
Nope, that's cool. My logo looks funny on your site. Does it look fuzzy?
It looks okay to me. It's probably because of the webinar.
The video.
Yeah, the
Streaming.
quality is
Okay. No,
100%.
I'm just like, wait a second. Okay. Nope. That was my question. That was it. I appreciate your help.
For sure. Thanks, Kathy. All right, great question there from Kathy. Happy to help. Looks like we're diving into the code here in the webinar. That's okay. All right, we got another hand raised. Jacques, how you doing?
And Jason, just for you to know, Jason, it's near the hour-and-a-half mark, so maybe we'll make up Jacques the last question of the webinar.
Okay, great. Jacques, where are you calling in from?
North Carolina, guys. How you doing?
Okay, good. How can we help you today?
Right, just a couple of quick things. The first of all is on my Go Adventure Outdoors site. It's probably something very simple that I've missed. Is trying to put in the products a buy button of some description, so that when they get a product, we added one product in last night from a friend of mine who's playing with the system, and I couldn't remember for the life of me how to do it.
All right, let's check it out. We could do that together. So I'm just going to see your managed posts and see the products. If you have any, you have 3 products. I really like this area because it's like your control center for all the content your members have uploaded, or yourself. So it's really cool. So let's take a look at one of the products here. We'll go to the live page.
If you go into the one that we were playing the last night was the one with the picture frame.
All right, let's look at the live page. I see. Okay, so I think the sidebar is what you've changed, and let me help you with that. Just give me a moment.
I know it was something stupid. I just couldn't remember for the life of me how to do it.
So what's really cool with this is for each type of content, you can have a different sidebar of your choice. So let me go to product here and see what's currently defined as the sidebar. So you go to the detail page, because that's the specific post page.
Yeah.
You scroll down.
Oh, I know where
post single sidebar. Okay, so you are using the one that we are recommending, but it looks like you've changed the elements that are in there, and you're losing some of the information about the product that would show on the right-hand side. So let me go to the post single page, and so what we want to put is, let me just search for it. Post meta details is the one, and let me just save those changes. I'm just going to add that one rather than removing the ones you've added there. You can decide to add.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The post meta is fine. That's exactly. I just couldn't remember what it was, and I was searching for buy button, CTA button. I just couldn't remember it.
Got you. So what's really good is, there you go. So now we have this here, which has the category. What's really good is if you've kind of changed something on your site, you can always go to the demo bootstrap site, and what you can do is exactly the steps I used to figure out what was missing. You can log into the admin panel of the demo site and go see what we have on the demo site, and then make sure, and then log out of the demo and log back into your site, and then you can kind of revert things. So yeah, this would be here. And then if you wanted to add a buy button, let me just finish the step for you here. Let's go back to manage posts, products. Let me edit this post. What's really cool is, so you have this information in the side here, and with the products, you can add an external link, product link. So I'll just link to, I'll link to the church demo just for the example, and then I'll remove it. So you can maybe this is a buy link to where you can actually purchase the product. And if you save the changes, and then if we refresh this page, we should see an additional button here. It says like more details. You can change the text to say purchase now, and it takes you to a checkout page. So there you go. Now it's there for you.
The only other quick thing that I wanted to look at, because I've got a bit of customization going on with this actual site underneath the properties, and I've got some different things happening. But one of the things that I wanted to do, and I don't know if this is maybe an idea for an add-on that you can bring in, is I think it would be beneficial for everybody to have some form of feature where we can have subcategories of features shown. So for instance, if I have a number of video tutorials, or we have videos up, like this site could have a number of videos, and I would like to show on the video page, maybe even if it's a text link of, let's say, river rafting videos, hiking videos, so that they don't have to just keep scrolling down a list. They can just go to that particular section.
I'm with you. So no, you're right. So currently on the features, it does support one category. What you can do, which is a small workaround, is you can add keyword tags to your. So let's go to your videos, for example, and this is what is this, Go Adventure? Goa?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that? Or is that just an
Go
acronym?
ahead. Go Adventure Outdoors Investigator.
Okay. So you could, yeah, I see you have the tags here. And what you can do is you can show them on the search results page, and then they could be searchable by the keyword. But I see what you're saying about the subcategory.
Yeah, because I think as our sites start to expand, I mean, it's going to be more beneficial, even to do with the blog, and it's also going to reduce bounce rates, because people sometimes just don't want to scroll down tons of articles and tons of different videos and things. If they've got a section where they can actually go and they can say, right, I want to learn about river rafting, I want to learn about fishing, I want to see the videos that are done on hiking, they could just go to that category and watch them. And I think that's going to be more beneficial for everybody.
But are you saying, but you're not doing that already with the category system that already exists for videos? What is your current category structure? Can I see that, Jason? It's current
Sure.
structure.
It's coming up.
So you're saying that, so you want people to be able to search
I want it, and see, sometimes I find that people are not actually going to that there. I would like to put something, see where it says video tutorials, the H1, the H3 tag or whatever it is. Underneath that, if there was like you have on the dashboard, you have on the add content, something like that for each category that we could use would be much better than the sidebar, because a lot of people are not using the sidebar. I find, and this is not the only site I've got with you guys, as you know, I got a few, but for me, like adding the add content section, like the dashboard for each category, whether it be your blogs or whether it be your videos or something else, part of the content, is just very visual. It's in your face, and that person is going to be drawn to it straight away. They're going to go to that straight away. I don't think a lot of people, and I'm finding even on my other sites, they're not utilizing that sidebar category or searching for any particular category.
I hear you. Let me show you one quick thing that you can do. So you see this link here is adventure in your,
yeah.
Okay. Here's one workaround you could do. Let me go to the edit post settings.
Search result layout. This is exactly the work, what I was going to say that most people do to accomplish, especially people also do this for tags, but yeah, this would be a great workaround for his categories to make easy clickable buttons always appear at the top.
So let's see. So
all right, okay. Yeah, that would be good.
It's actually pretty cool to show everyone. So I'm in the video, and I'm going to search results design. And
yeah,
what you can do is here's the page header. So this is before all the search results are looping around.
Yeah.
What we can do is, give me a second here.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is this for you.
Oh, I see. You're going to. All right.
Spell that right? Adventure, and then I'm going to do is we'll do a small button, and we'll do button success. I will do button primary. It's just the coloring. All right. Let me do 2 of these, and just
yeah, that's fine. So and then any other ones that I had, I would just add and change details to the code.
I'll do it easy for you so you can know what to change. So it's popular categories, and let me do span class equals. We'll do H4 just to give a little styling to that. All right, just your fingers are crossed?
My fingers are crossed.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
good. All right.
This will be a great workaround, I tell you.
So what that's going to do is it should add links above the search results that say, for example, adventure. Let's see here. Let me save this again. And let me refresh the page again. Well, that's weird. It's not. Oh, video tutorials. I'm in the wrong section. Let me just copy this here. Is this the right section? Should be. Video. No, I'm in the wrong section. I'm editing the wrong post. I'm doing / videos. You have video tutorials. So let me update that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Small hiccup. Let's search for video tutorials here, and I'll do the same thing. Search results design, page header. Paste that. So you see, I did a search, and then when I did a search, I was able to kind of extrapolate what the URL would be for that search. And this Q equals adventure, that's the keyword equals adventure. So you can do that with lots of different things. So if we
right, awesome.
So we can do it now. Let me add, just make it a little nicer here. And save that. And now it should look a little nicer here.
Perhaps you can share that code with everyone in the chat.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome, guys.
Okay, so popular.
And you also share the code with the button on the dashboard. That was class. Okay.
Let's see if I'll just copy this code here. And so you can see it's video tutorials and then question mark Q. Yeah, you can kind of see the pattern there. Let me send this to.
Yeah.
Send this
out. That's perfect.
I don't know if it's going to come through on the chat here in the GoToWebinar chat, but I'm going to drop it in for everyone. Hopefully it's readable. So yeah, I mean, you can add additional styling and whatnot, but yeah, this actually I can add a margin, and that should be good after that. So now you can kind of list your most popular categories here in this manner.
Yeah, that's absolutely that's ideal, guys. Thank you for that.
Okay, well, it's a simple solution, but it seems like it would do well here.
No, I think it's ideal. I think it's right in your face, and people are just going to go to the various categories that are popular, and I think that's going to help to reduce the bounce rate as well.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, glad I could get that done for you, Jock, and great question.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Very welcome. All right, Pat, great webinar. Let's see what we got. Final notes here. Think about what we said about your membership levels, guys. Let me backtrack here to the deal of the week. You can get early Black Friday deal, Club 50 on the VIP add-ons club. Go to www.brilliantdirectories.com/VIP. That's going to get you the social login that we talked about a couple times in the webinar, so your members can easily log in with their Facebook and their Google account. Also, if you joined us a little late, the contest of the week, all you have to do is leave a shout out comment below our YouTube video. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/shout out. You can write about anything, maybe something you liked about the webinar today, and you'll automatically receive a $50 credit that you can use towards add-ons, more websites, training, and more. So we're really glad that you've joined with us today. You can also, if we didn't get to your questions, you can go to brilliantdirectories.com/LinkedIn. Even more important, we've been doing the webinars every 2 weeks, but because Thanksgiving is coming up, we are going to do another webinar Wednesday immediately next Wednesday. We'll do it at the normal 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So next week we will be doing webinar Wednesday. We're going to skip the Wednesday that's in the week of Thanksgiving, and then we'll continue again in December. So thank you guys very much for joining us. Pat, Gabe, and I always appreciate it, and it's our favorite time of the week. So have a great day, guys. Bye.
All right, see you guys next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.